Hey guys, it's LetsBrightenTheDay here with another video that I'm making. I'm going to be making it for somebody named Tim, and let me get started on reading the emails. He says, please read. Well, I'm not that good of a writer, but I'll try to make this understandable. My dad died in a car crash when I was still in 6th grade. I didn't know how to handle it and wanted to stay strong. A year later, my dog I had since I was born died from a heart attack. I was sad but still didn't want to cry. Now my aunt just died from cancer this spring. When my mom told me I couldn't even cry, I just didn't feel pain or sorrow anymore. The rest of freshman year, I started to feel majorly depressed. I didn't want to do anything, talk to my friends, or even eat anymore. The only reason I have held on is because of my best friend and ignoring my feelings, playing video games, and smoking weed. Yesterday I caught my leg. Not a lot, but this is the first time I've ever done it. I'm starting to get scared. I can't hold on much longer. I don't know what to do. You're the first person I've ever told this, and I don't even know you. And then, let's see if there's anything else. Oh, well, yeah, I told him that I could help him, obviously. Alright, Tim. Let's get started on this, man. First of all, thank you for trusting me with this and coming to me, because I'm more than glad to help you out with this, man. It's my pleasure. I understand how it is to, have pain to lose a bunch of people, especially all at once. It is very overwhelming. And you know how when you said your aunt died from cancer, how you kind of couldn't even cry because it's just like, you just don't feel pain or sorrow anymore? I mean, I know what you mean, but the pain and the sorrow is still there, but you become numb to it because you've just experienced so many things all at once that it's just kind of your inner way of blocking things out to where you just kind of don't want it to get to you as much because you're just so used to this pain that you kind of almost put up your own little wall towards it. I know what you're saying. I remember one year in my life I had, I believe, 2 or 3 family members die, not too far apart, and, man, dude, I hated it, and it took me, a little bit to get over it. It was very painful. It was a very dark time for, many of us in the family. But it's not impossible, man. Tim, we all experience losses. In life, there's no day it's a guarantee. You know what I mean? But that does not mean that life's still not a good place. Life has its ways of, working out with us. You're going to have your good days, your bad days. You're going to have your horrible days and your great days. That's what happens, man. And, I understand I recently lost some family members from cancer, and, I know friends that have lost family members from cancer. It is a very painful thing to watch, to endure, but man, just live on those memories, Tim. Think about it, man. I'm sure your dad would want you to grow up to be a great and wonderful kid, man, and I know you can. You are actually you're worth more than you think you are, man. You really are. I mean, look at you. You first told me you're not a good writer and you'll try to make this understandable. Dude, your email was perfect, man. You made it very clear and very easily to understand. So you are not a bad writer. Don't ever think low of yourself. And don't think that don't treat yourself badly, or don't think that you're this low of a person to where you have to cut yourself and smoke weed to feel better. Because Tim, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've seen it with plenty of people who have smoked. Cutting yourself and smoking may temporarily relieve the pain, but they have much more negatives than they do positives, because you might temporarily be relieving your pain, but you are going to do some long-term damage to yourself. Smoking's not healthy for you. It is not good for your health at all. Cutting yourself is only going to make you, hate yourself. It's only going to make you feel resentment towards yourself, and that's going to cause you much more pain down the road, and it's doing physical abuse to yourself, which is something you don't want to do. There are plenty of things you can do to take your mind off things. Talk to your one best friend that you have, man. Hang out with your friends. Always have recreational activities. Anybody who's listening to this, I support all of you guys. Recreational activities are a good way to create your own happiness in life. For example, I love to jog, and, that's what I do if I'm having a bad day. That's what I do in my spare time sometimes. I go jogging. Or I'll play video games, I'll hang out with my friends. I'm even, hopefully going to be taking vocal lessons up pretty soon because I love to sing. Stuff like that. Whatever it is you like to do. Tim, you like playing video games? Call some friends over, play some video games. Go online on Call of Duty or something. People might not think that, if you hang out with your friends, it won't help or it won't do anything, or if you do recreational activities, it won't do anything. The truth is, it will, because a lot of people are looking for that overnight change where things just magically change overnight, and that's not the case. In life, you can't expect things to change overnight, and you can't expect things to have a drastic change overnight to where you're going to be depressed and all of a sudden the next day you're going to be feeling amazing. It doesn't always work out that way. Things are a gradual process. That's why, the more time you spend not, hanging out with friends and, playing video games, is more time you spend not being depressed. And that right there is taking those little steps, slowly and gradually, which is going to get you on the right path towards things. You know what I mean? When you're sitting there constantly thinking about it, you're allowing yourself to take a mental beat down, and of course it's going to make you feel encouraged to smoke and cut yourself. That's why if you just take the time to do recreational things like, play video games, hang out with your friends, read, listen to music, you are putting your mind to focus on something other than those negative aspects of your life, and that will little by little help to calm your mindset and, give you little steps that you need to be a happier person and to move on in life. You still have a life to live, man. You still have a life to live. Each minute we spend depressed, wishing for something to come back to us, or wishing things were in our way or were in our grasp, take a look at your clock, Your clock is still going to be ticking. Time is still going to be going on. Minutes turn to hours, hours turn to days, days to weeks, weeks to months, months to years. And that's plenty of time that is passing by. We cannot always worry about what we can't change. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's easy to deal with the loss of people. No, it's not. But we always must try to move on, because time is not going to wait and stop for anybody. That is why it's always good to try to move on and make yourself happy in life, because time will not wait for you. And why waste precious time when we're not guaranteed tomorrow? Why waste precious time and not be the people we're supposed to be and blossom into the wonderful people we're supposed to be? You've endured a tough life, man, but it'll build you up to be a great young man in the future. It really will. It really will. I have no doubt about that, because we all endure things in life, and it builds us up. You know what I mean? Don't miss out on hanging out with your friends. Don't miss out on wanting to live your life. We can't change the fact that people are gone, but we can change the fact that we do want to do something with our lives. We can get up, go out there, do our recreational activities, and be satisfied with things that we have. Don't always look at the negatives, Tim. I do it myself. We as people look at so much of the negative aspects of our lives. We let one little bad thing ruin a million good things. Appreciate the people you still do have around. Appreciate the fact that you are in good health, and that there still are there still are some good things in your life that you can really work with, and can hopefully make things a lot better with. Don't always focus on the bad things. Don't always focus on the people that you've lost. Try to focus on the people you still have there. Don't always focus on the pain that you feel. Focus on the things that do make you happy. We can all find those things. We just have to be willing to look for them, and our eyes have to be open to seeing them. And you can definitely do it, man. I wish you the best of luck, man, and I hope everything works out for you. And I hope that everything goes the way that you want it to. And I hope that things just sort out the way they're supposed to. You know what I mean? And they will. Just go out there and, focus on you, man. Focus on the things that you like to do that aren't harmful to yourself. That way you'll be drifted away from cutting and smoking weed, and you won't always feel as depressed. It happens little by little, man. It really does, you know what I mean? But yeah, I wish you and everybody who's listening to this the best of luck. And if you ever need anything further, Tim, you let me know. And best of luck to you. Just hang in there. Just always know that brighter days can happen, because you never know when a change is right around the corner. And sometimes we can help that change by changing ourselves and doing things differently. You know? So best of luck to you, man. God bless you. Wish you the best of luck.